In this court, you have the right to reply for 10 minutes.
We'll see. Madam Judge, is it all right if I walk up and down
Feel
here?
free.
I've had a new hip, you see. God bless the NHS. May I say you look lovely in your...
Yes, you may. Order in the court.
Thank you. Could I just say my defence team has defended me marvellously. I don't think I need to answer any of those detailed questions about what went on in our home. They've answered every single detail. So what I do today is I'm going to defend the rights of older people in general. And the problem, I think, is about society. That's where the problem lies. I don't see myself as the elderly. I'm an older person. As my defence team said, I'm an individual. I don't deserve to be treated as a huge group. I have individual needs, and that's what I want in my life, and that's what older people want in their life. Okay, I went on this conference in Lapinranta. Nearly every single presentation, I was told I was a demographic. And I was a tsunami of older people who were going to swamp all you young people with their needs and their wants and their medical care. And that's all we ever hear. That's the only narrative in town. But today I'm going to run through another narrative, because there is another narrative. Okay, so there's many ways to grow old. If you talk about the elderly, you can say, well, this big group, they all age in the same way. They don't all age in the same way. This is one way to age. It's Mick Jagger. Anybody know how old he is?
Over 60.
He's 17 next July. So there's many different ways of aging. He chooses to age in that way. Okay, so I'm going to make a case now for what we give to society. We've heard a lot about the deficit model, what we don't give to society, what we take out of society. Well, I'm going to build a little narrative for you now about what we give to society. Go, whoa, right. First of all, we pay our taxes. Older people pay taxes. They put that into the economy. In the UK, if you earn over £10,000, you have to pay tax on that. We pay value-added tax on all the goods. So again, we're putting that back into society. And guess what we do also? We go shopping. We go and buy things, especially at the local shop. And we put money into the economy that way. We do lots of volunteering, you know, and that can take many forms. It could be at the local hospice where I work. There's lots of volunteers there. At the older person's home, lots of volunteers there. And also we do a lot of childcare. If you took the amount of money that we put into looking after grandchildren, that's a huge benefit to society. What I would like you, any of you involved in care for the older person, or for me as an individual, what I would like to see from you is not looking at me as, right there, right, as a need. Right, I've had lots of you come into my life, and you come with a big assessment form, and you start ticking boxes and saying, oh, you need this, you need that, you need the other. What I'd like you to do is come to my house and say, have a look at my strengths, get to know me as a person. Start to talk to me, maybe for an hour or two. I'm not a 20-minute assessment. I deserve more than that. And this is how I want you to see me, as an asset, right? Not as a need. And this is based on an asset approach, not a deficit approach, where you see me as having needs. Another thing you seem to do when you come in to assess me is you see me as a problem, and a problem to be solved and fixed. Well, guess what? I don't need fixing. I really don't. Oh, here we go. This is what I get called a lot, a client. There's me on the table being fixed by the professional. You're so wonderful. What I would prefer is this on the right, where in the nursing home I felt I was a citizen and I was able to speak my rights, talk to others, rather than being, again, done to and done for on that side. And I sometimes feel society would like to see me as passive. You know, you can do anything to me you like and I won't say anything. That's what the emphasis is on a deficit model. There's something wrong with me. Whereas I prefer this bit, when you're in control. I like to be in control of things. And I hope you know, jury, and if you know older people, you will make sure that the older people have control. It's not yours to give, by the way. I'll take it. That's the way it works. Okay, so sex. That's what I'm going to talk about now. Just for a short period, because the prosecution here don't think I'm entitled to a sex life. Well, again, I'm going to tell you, older people have sex, and if there's yes, wipe up that vomit later. Of these over 65 surveyed, only 30% reported a decline in sexual feelings. 2/3 said sex was as good as when they were young. So they're still enjoying it, it's still as good. 1/3 said sex now is even better than it was when they were younger. So you've got a lot to look forward to if you take this asset model. Okay. Now, we're going to move on to the over 80s. 0% of the over 80s who were surveyed said they were non-orgasmic. So all of them said they were orgasmic. My question is, how did they know? Some people have got that. Right. Right. So, yes, we have to use the word, there is masturbation going on, because there isn't the opportunity. Can I say that in front of the camera? Okay. And part of it, I hope your job is to provide people with opportunities to meet people. That's what I'd like from you again. I would like opportunity. Many doors that you can take me through. So here's the doors. You walk through them. If you come with me, I will ask you to come with me. But I might leave you behind and just go and enjoy it. And yeah, I'd like you to allow me to dream. That's what the whole case is about today. And I use that word allow. It's not about allowing. I will have my dreams. And I want to go wing walking. And in fact, this case has actually been resolved about the wing walking, because when I went through, this is the latest, you haven't heard this.
No.
Yeah, no. When I came into a lovely service called Sure Start to Later Life, they didn't laugh at me when I said I want to go wing walking at 85. They didn't laugh, they got all the information. And when I got all the information, I thought, this is really dangerous. So I'm not going to do this. But what they arranged for me to do was to go and watch wing walking, which was good enough. Wing walking, so some people go and wing walking. So on a plane, you go on the end of the wing, you get tied to the wing walking, yeah. So that was good enough. So what I'm saying to you, if there is any professionals here, that if you can provide as near to my dream as possible, or help me get to near to my dream as possible, I'd be very happy with that. And that's it. Okay. Right. So 3 dreams I did have. One was wing walking, and I've got near to that, I'd have to say. The second one would be about inclusion. Me as an older person doesn't want to be in something that's only for older people. What I want to be in is in a place where everybody else is, young and old alike. And I can go in there and I can meet older people and young people. I don't want to be in a place where I never meet younger people. I want to go to the services that everybody else uses. I don't want separate services. Anything I do, education, I don't want special classes. I want to go to the classes that everybody else uses. So that's my second dream. And my third dream is about, if any of you have read, and again on this conference I was given this paper to read, Peter Beresford and Susie Croft, which was about professionals united with service users rather than being separated from them, that they might unite with service users and walk the walk instead of talking the talk. So what we're going to do is we're going to incite you a little bit now. So this is I'm going to incite you to join the revolution, because that's what I'm talking about today. A revolution, going from a deficit model to an asset-based model, which is about my strength. Hit it, maestro.
Do you hear the people singing the song of the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can give so that our land away the guns? Some will fall and some will live. Will you stand up and take your chance? The blood of the martyrs will fall to the medals of France. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? This is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Well, as the judge in this case, I'd like you, the jury, to vote. If you feel that John has the right to be a person and has the right to dream, please come and join the defence. If you feel that John is a person who no longer has the right to dream, please join the prosecution. And we're hoping you'll join our revolution.
Come on, come down, join the revolution.
People singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? We will be strong and stand with me. Beyond the barricade, is there a world you want to see? Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums,
Well, I believe there is a clear vote. It has been shown that liberty has prevailed.